Okay, so here we are in Jim Thorpe, and we are right here at the train station, and it says information on that sign on the other side. And this is our banner display setup. And I wanted to show you how we can demonstrate the sunset. And thank you to Rob Skiba for doing this. I think you were the first one to do this. And as soon as David, where'd David go? David, will you come help me, please? So we set up this little display here. I made this yesterday. And it's on top of my 4-foot level, and you can see it's flat on the 4-foot level, okay? So there's our sunset. And I'll get down here. All right, go. And we show people how the sun disappears. That was awesome. But we know it's on a flat surface. So we are demonstrating that, and people are like amazed at that. So, and we are right here. There's a train. And we are getting people that are getting on the train. Oh, let me come around here because then you can see what we have on the back of the banners. This is a beautiful little town, and it's only $6 to park all day long. Now when people drive down this road, look what they see. They see our Research Flat Earth right in their face, and it's awesome because we're at the gate where they have it locked and they have bollards. So nobody's using this gate, and people are just loving this. They're saying thank you for doing this. So I'm going to put you in the pocket here and see if I can keep this recording. So what do you think? This is this video's down at the bottom that you can look up. The 200 proofs is what the numbered blocks match up with. Okay, so you can look them up. You can have that. So do you have any questions? What hits you right off the top of your head?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Okay. Well, then let me show you this, because this is the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. Here's the UN logo. They use the flat Earth map, but they don't show you Antarctica. They leave that off for some reason. You think they don't want you to know that? I think that's why they do it. This is what Antarctica looks like. It's very high edge there.
Did you ever ask them why they left it off?
Do you think we get a straight answer?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's an idea. If we live on a sphere, then it has to have a formula, curvature. And this is what we have. And that's been proven that if it were a ball, it would have to have curvature. So this is Chicago. Yes, we are. You look it up. You look at the facts. You can't be afraid of the facts, sir. You can't be afraid of the facts. I've been researching this 2.5 years. My dad was a math teacher and a pilot.
That's all right.
Hey, good morning. Good, late start. Just like our first ocean weather.
I think he's hooked, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He likes this science. Yeah, science is good. But tell him not to argue with the teacher, because she will get mad. Yeah.
Morning.
Hey, there's Adam.
Yeah. Morning,
I'll cover over.
The next Pocono thing is
Oh.
West End Fair.
Yeah.
Private event, though.
August 19th. Well,
Is that a private event?
is it on private property?
I probably is.
Okay, it doesn't matter who is conducting there. It's who owns the property.
Correct.
So-
So rent a booth.
I guess we could.
Yeah, usually they're expensive, though. That's a big fair.
Okay, well, we'll check into it. I will check into it because I would like to come up more often. They're friendly people around here.
Yeah. Crappy weather. It's supposed to rain like a lot of rain.
We're out 3 o'clock.
Today.
Yeah.
No, I mean like the next few days.
Oh, yeah. Next few days. I'm just concerned about today. Hey, did you see what I did here?
No. Oh,
Okay.
what was this?
sun.
Put your chin here on the railing.
Like, okay. Oh.
Okay, now watch. Did it disappear? Did it disappear?
It disappeared right away. It's gone.
That's the sun setting in our moisture-filled atmosphere.
But you have a Fresnel lens.
Huh?
Fresnel lens.
Fresnel? Who's he?
You have this thing.
Yeah, that's the moisture in the atmosphere.
But it's focused on the middle. You need to like put this down here.
No, you don't.
I'm just saying.
Oh, stop it. You're just so technical.
Oh, yeah, actually, I do.
It works. That's all we have to do is it works. You can look up videos up when you get a chance. Down to bottom. The 200 proofs, every numbered block coincides. Did you ever hear of this before? Okay, let me show you just a couple things. This is the flat Earth map. North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. Here's the United Nations logo. They don't put Antarctica on there. How can they just eliminate a whole continent? That's because it's not a continent. It's actually an edge, a rim. We call it the South Rim. So they're lying to us?
Have people traveled out there?
Well, if you want to go to Antarctica, you pay like thousands of dollars and then they hold your hand and walk you around. They escort you. You are not allowed to just do free exploration there.
That's because you could die out there. It's pretty.
That's what they tell you. That's what they tell you. We've heard other stories, like it's really not that bad. See?
I mean, well, so the Earth, when it's round, gravity pulls you inwards.
That's what they say. That's
pulls
right.
you inwards evenly. If it were flat, the gravity, like in the center, we wouldn't be able to live there because it'd be too strong. You'd just kill us.
Okay.
It'd be a puddle on the
Okay.
ground.
So when you talk about flat Earth, you have to. It's a whole different set of explanations. So since you brought up gravity, okay, gravity pulls you to the center, like you said. Could there possibly be another force that's holding us on the ground? Could there possibly be?
If there wasn't gravity or anything, we'd just be shot off in space.
Okay, but could there be another force that they're not telling us about?
I don't believe there is.
You don't believe so? Okay, did you know we have an electric universe? Electricity comes up out of the North Pole. There's a force field, electromagnetism. There's a force field that looks like a donut. Okay, now I'm telling you my theory on this, but it's backed up by evidence. When the electricity comes up out of the North Pole, it creates the aurora borealis. It excites the gases in the atmosphere. Like neon signs, it's just a gas with electricity run through it. That's what a neon sign is, okay? So then the electricity comes up and it hits the dome. There is a crystalline dome above us.
But that's round.
It's a dome.
Yeah.
Now,
it has a round.
what? Yes, that's correct. That's correct. But we live on the plane, but there is a dome above us. Now you have to look at the evidence and say which one makes more sense. Okay, don't believe what I tell you, don't believe what they say. You look it up and you tell yourself. Okay? So this electricity goes through the sun, which is positively charged, and then it makes a bright light. Then that same electricity goes through the moon, and that has a negative charge. So that has a different kind of light. Then it goes down the south rim. Now what happens past Antarctica can only be speculation. But we have other things. There's no curvature, because here's Chicago, across Lake Michigan, 60 miles. The curvature formula says that you should never be able to see Chicago at all.
Well, that's just from our perspective, though. If you go up in a plane cruising altitude,
Right.
30,000 feet.
Right?
I mean, I've been on a plane.
Yes, my dad was a pilot.
You can see like a slight horizon. There's a curvature.
Yeah, but it has to fit the curvature formula. See, we've been down to Ocean City. According to the curvature formula, you should not be able to see water towers down in Wildwood. Yeah. Okay, because it should be 152 feet below. And that doesn't happen. We see them with our eyes. Here's another proof. Reflection on a flat surface. Look at this. The light goes straight. And this is a table, a bar. So that's what the kind of light you get on a flat surface. If it was curved, you wouldn't get a line. You just get like a little spot.
Well, that's just...
So what's like the most...
Like, since the Earth is so massive, like, we can't see that. Like, that's... Like...
It has to go this way. The equator's 24,901. It has to fit this. You can't say it's just big, big, big. You have to say, does it fit the formula? You can't argue with that. You know, there's two things going on here, two separate things. And it took me a little while to get this, to get it through my head. I had to unlearn and then relearn. So try and separate these two things out and then say, well, gee, what makes more sense?
So, are all the other planets flat too?
Planets, the only thing we see are lights in the sky. We don't know they're spherical. We don't know they're solid. We don't know anything really about that. They say we landed on the moon, and I think it's just like a filament, the moon.
Well, then what's controlling our tides?
Tides, well, there is a pull from the moon and from the sun together.
Because of the gravity from it.
Well, that's what they say. You may have this and you can look it up. It's the information's at the bottom there. But you may look at our banners.
I mean, like they send satellites and
That's
all
what
that
they
kind
tell
of
you.
stuff out there. It's,
We don't believe in satellites. Because they don't point up, that's why. They don't point up.
well, how would you get your television and
It's all a ground-based system. It's all ground-based positioning.
All your cell phones, everything are on
Towers.
On towers, on towers.
If it was a satellite, going over a hill wouldn't make any difference. But it had for a long, long time. Now they got a lot more towers out there. Let me show you one more thing. Look at this. Put your chin like here on the railing. This is moisture in the atmosphere. It magnifies. So get your chin down a little bit lower. Now watch. Did it disappear? Yeah. And we see it's a flat surface. But because it's magnified, it looks like it's going down. If you were at a low moisture area, you would see it go away, getting smaller and smaller.
You don't do the same thing, but
That's what some of our videos will show you. See? That's what it'll Are you still in high school?
I just
they're the same
graduated.
thing about the perspective thing.
Imagine me going through 60 years of life and believing that spinning ball, garbage.
And it gets full.
And you are so fortunate to have this.
In that
Are you going to college?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna be a welder.
Good job. Good. So
At sunset,
there are going to be people who are not going to like you for understanding this, but you will be much better off. So that's Adam. So yeah, do you have a camera? Take a picture. And okay. Please look into that. What's your name? My name's Marilyn.
Spencer.
Spencer. Good to meet you, buddy.
scan everybody.
Can I answer anybody's questions? There are videos at the bottom which you can look into. Okay, this is a real thing, and the first thing you got to see is the flat Earth map. The North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. This is United Nations logo. Other world organizations have the same logo. They don't put Antarctica on there. I don't think they want you to know it goes around the outside edge, because that would blow their globe to pieces, wouldn't it? So here's a curvature formula. If we live on a globe, it has to have a curvature formula, which means if you're standing here, at some point, it's got to go down, okay? Here's Chicago, 60 miles away. According to this curvature formula, you should never be able to see it. And it's not a mirage or anything, because we have a guy, Rob Skiba, who got in a boat and held his camera and zoomed off towards Chicago, and nothing changed. It was the same. So that should not be seen. And when we're in Ocean City, we had these banners down there twice in Ocean City on the boardwalk at 11th Street. You look south 20 miles, you should never see any of those wildwood water towers, and yet you do. You do. So according to formula, it shouldn't be there. Crepuscular rays, our sun is not 93 million miles away. It's not. These point to the sun. Somewhere. Some people say it's like 93 miles up. It's like a whole different thing. You know, here's the globe, here's what we're saying. You got to figure out for yourself what makes sense. Reflection on a flat surface. The sun reflects on a flat surface in a line. If it was a curved surface, you'd get just a spot. Okay? And even the waves prove that. The sun does not go over the waves. See that? There's a guy. This guy's in United Kingdom, over in Scotland and England. He puts up a level. And we also have a level that we take down to the shore where you can see there's no curvature. If the ball is spinning, go tell that train to be quiet. Take a picture and then look it up. If there's an axis and that ball is spinning, why don't we weigh less at the equator? It's spinning 1,000 miles an hour. And remember those little merry-go-round games on the playground? They spin it real fast, all the bad guys spin it real fast, and the girls will fly off. Yeah, how come we don't weigh less at the equator? What's that all about? Makes sense, doesn't it? This is on NASA's website. Look at the different sizes, and yet the diameter's the same. That's right on their website, look it up. NASA gets $52 million a day. Take a picture with your cell phone and look this stuff up. We have, for years, all these books were written about a flat stationary Earth. And these experiments will prove that the Earth does not move.
So if the Earth is flat,
The Earth is flat.
what's on the bottom?
I don't know, I've never been there. You going there? I don't know. They say that there's something really nasty down there. I've never been there. The deepest. Yes, yes. Yes, that's exactly right. You have a compass? Well, that would be on a globe. The plane would go out into outer space. But you have a compass that always points north, no matter where you are. Why doesn't it point south below the equator? It always points north. Magnetism. Electricity comes up out of the North Pole, creates the aurora borealis. That's electricity. They don't show us the North Pole on Google Earth. They don't show us that. And they don't show Antarctica on Google Earth. They give you blah. You gotta, like, think about this. It took me a couple months to really, and I was still questioning. It's been 2.5 years now, and now I'm telling everybody else. If you want to know more, there's Flat Earth PA on the Facebook, and we can help you find answers to your questions.
So we live on one side of the coin?
Yes. And who lives on the other? I don't know, maybe some guy with horns, I don't know. Here, put your chin here and look at that. This is how the sun sets. Get down here to this level and watch. Did it set? Did the sun set? Did it go away?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why the sun sets, because we have moisture in the atmosphere. It magnifies it. But you can see it's flat. Here, it's all flat. It just appears to set because there's moisture, and that magnifies. See? So there's a lot of things that can be explained, but they're not telling us that in the school. Tell all your people you know, what's really going on here. If they can fool us, they can rule us. They're taking our money. They're treating us like slaves, like crap. I'm sick of this. They're lying to our children. That makes me mad.
It's like religion.
They say what? They try to say.
It's like religion.
They say it's religion. You know the real religion is the spinning globe, because there's no factual basis.
Yeah, I've been always skeptical.
Yeah, something didn't sound right, do you? That's right. Yeah, and watch that video. 200 proofs. It's there at the bottom. Sit down with your kids, watch it, and then look up the stuff you don't understand. Because you'll have to do some studying. It'll be like going back to school.
Very interesting.
Thanks for stopping. My name's Marilyn.
My name is Sal.
Sal? Okay. Did you take a picture?
I know it.
49 years ago, right about now, Apollo 11 was splashing down.
Did you see a write-up about that
No.
restaurant?
I mean,
I know.
surprised at you.
Yeah. Stop
Oh,
and look at the banners.
Kennedy.
Look it up. It's really amazing.
Yeah, they really did splash down, but they came out of a, C-130 cargo plane.
We're just preaching the truth here about the scientific evidence. Scientific evidence. Scientific evidence. Don't be afraid to look at it.
It took me a while because I was unprogrammed.
Come look at the scientific evidence. Scientific evidence. I'll answer your questions. It's true. Don't be afraid to look at the evidence. Come look at the evidence. Hey, you're a military man?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know. Didn't go. Didn't serve.
Ah. That's it. That's your hat. It fools everybody.
I served.
Oh, did you? Oh, God bless you. Hey, don't leave without taking my riffs.
The rap's cool, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy down there is my rapping buddy. And,
Really?
Yeah.
I'll give you my keys if you want to.
Yeah. Are you in this parking lot?
Yes, I am.
I'm down there in like the third lot, so either you go that way or whatever. Oh yeah, did you guys come up 209 this way?
Yes, we did.
Past the red sign that says 300-mile view?
No.
It's like right up there. That old speakeasy on top of the mountain. You go like up the dirt road from there. It's always open and like lots of things. And you can see the Jersey and you can see like Harrisburg.
Well, you know what? Yeah, there's like a housing development. A housing development. I went up there.
No, there's nothing built yet. There was lots.
There you go. Look it up. And look at our banners.
Yeah, which is right around the corner. There's no housing yet. It's just I think there's you can't dive.
It's real though.
You guys are crazy.
No. You have a camera? Okay. Do you have a zoom on that? Do you have a zoom? Pull back a ship that's going over the curve. You ever heard of this before? I can give you a real quick 30 second. Look at the scientific evidence.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
I will debate you one with half of my brain tied behind my back. No, I'll tell you. I know my stuff. I'll tell you what. The Asians are interested.
They're not trained Western thought.
They are not trained in Western thought. That's awesome.
Before I got a chance here, journalism's got some good videos on perspective this week, and like our personal dome. No matter where you're at, you have your
A personal
perspective.
dome.
Not like a hard dome, but like it's your dome.
That's right.
And it's a neat way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Because even like you can't see around that corner, but I can. Same thing with the sun and like so this pollution, all the factors.
Yep, yep.
Really neat. So he has a cartoon and he lines up like dome, 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 dome all the way across, and exactly how that perspective scales up.
Well, I did watch that radio show, Mark Sargent's radio show. Mark Sargent did not promote the Times Square, but the callers did.
No, he has the two videos.
I understand because
yeah,
I emailed him about making up those, which he does, and that's very kind that he does that, but I thought, well, he's going to announce it, but he didn't.
He's not pushing it because he doesn't know you personally, or I mean, a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
I think he cares to know you.
Doesn't
And
matter.
he could be a shill, too.
I could be a shill?
No, he could.
Oh.
That's why I kind of want to get them to Times Square. It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, I
You're
know
gonna
it's
get all these
because people are talking
people coming out
about
of the
it.
closet.
And you know what? I'm not telling anybody what to say. This is not the Maryland show.
No, but when you put yourself like into a, how would you say, an organizing position, you kind of become that.
Well, I'll do what I can wherever I can.
Just be prepared for.
And I want to train up.
Flat Earth.
I want to train up people to do it themselves. You look up the evidence. Don't be afraid. It's true.
I'm just saying, be prepared for like a good turnout. A lot of people. Like,
Well, I hope that guy Victor comes. He was very interesting.
and the one caller said, what about the lady or the guy in Syracuse was trying to get something? So there's a Syracuse kind of.
Well,
group
I heard there was
that's
going to be a
come down.
Times Square thing
Syracuse
last
people
year.
coming down?
On whatever show, I didn't memorize
Yeah,
what the one guy was
157,
saying.
I think.
Yeah, episode 157, March.
Well,
3rd.
somebody said last year they were going to do Times Square, and I'm there. Yeah, I want to go. And then it never happened. So I'm there.
Well, it's
We're
happening
making
now.
it happen. That's right.
That's great.
Yeah, hate
As
all
long
that
as
stuff.
I have somebody to go with me, you know, like get my back, and you know, that's great. And Dave has really been
We're
stepping
gonna
up.
do new banners, ones that we can display without production.
Can we just bring like a projector on the wall?
Do you know what? In Times Square, there is a big screen.
There's a lot of screens.
And
all
you
over.
stand there, and it'll eventually get to you, and you can be up on the screen.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm wondering if we take the banners like past there anyway. I'd like to be more near the red
It would
steps.
be good to reconnoiter it. You know that word?
No,
Go preview it. Like just get the layout.
Well, we have a picture, and we looked at it.
Well, did I send you the link to the page where I did Jim Thorpe? And
Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks really professional. Flat Earth, Pennsylvania.
Yes,
outreach program.
outreach.
But
Yeah,
my
we should-
idea for a banner.
We should stand on the side a little bit so we don't intimidate people.
Yeah. Or line up. I mean, this is good. This billboard is like good to show.
Yeah. Your billboard.
My idea for a new banner was
But like,
It's warming up now.
how about a googly wiggly flat Earth guy with the fan?
Oh gosh. Yes. Here you can look up stuff. Yes.
News to me.
Yes. Earth is not a spinning ball. And I can walk you through this in about 30 seconds. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
Come over this way. Here. Are the other kids coming?
Not sure.
Yeah, here they come.
In a rush.
This is the flat Earth map, okay? North Pole's in the center. Antarctica goes all the way around the outside edge. That's what the United Nations uses as their logo, but they don't put Antarctica on there. I don't think they want us to know that, okay? Other world organizations also use the flat Earth map, okay? There's a curvature formula. Our equator is 24,901 miles. There has to be a formula, right? If it's a sphere, if it's a ball, there has to be a formula. This is what it is, 8 inches times the miles squared. So if I'm looking out, straight out from the center of the Earth comes up and 90 degrees out at 60 miles, this should not be seen. Chicago, that's Chicago. You shouldn't be able to see it at 60 miles.
we have
This is Antarctica.
We are really in a rush.
Okay,
You
flat
said
Earth
30
map.
seconds, right?
Okay.
Not 30 minutes.
This is,
right?
you will have to
Okay.
study perspective because they don't teach us that. It's how our eyes work. Here, if it's on a flat surface, the reflection will be a line.
So you think the Earth is flat?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Flat?
Absolutely. Come here, look at this.
One guy's dying.
Lean down here. This is how our sun sets. This is why our sun sets. Now watch, move away. Here we go. Look about this level. Put your head down, right here. Now, does it disappear?
Yeah.
That's our sun setting. Because there's moisture in the atmosphere and it magnifies it. And it makes it look like it going down, but it doesn't. It's on a flat surface. They don't teach us that in school.
Yeah, but why?
Why? If they can fool us, they can rule us.
Okay, but
They
why,
are-
why do they want to fool us on this?
On this?
Yeah.
Because they want to. They want to take away what we have, our earth.
I gotta go. Thank you.
You got to look into it. Yeah, it'll come to you when you realize it's truly flat. They all want to know why. They all want to know why. It's like, why would you want to know why? We're just talking about what the evidence. And they all want, why would they do this? I'm there, well, they want to take away everything we have.
And they want to
Because
insult your
right
intelligence.
away, it's a spiritual thing.
They're smarter and better than you.
Okay.
Ego.
And they want to, it's a social experiment. If they can fool us. I got to get this into my head. That's what I got to say.
Do you think there's more land outside the ring, right?
I know there is.
You don't know such a thing.
No, there has to be.
The Buddhists say there is.
Well,
right?
what ring? Wait, what's the ring?
Antarctica.
No, it just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Unless there's a dome.
There's some kind of dome. I mean, no, it's flat. The sky is flat. To call it a dome, like a perspective dome. I'm digging the perspective dome. I can go to that because only any optics can only go so
Yeah,
far.
but you know what?
There's an enclosure.
Admiral Byrd kept losing planes because they were crashing into something they couldn't see.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, they did lose planes, but they were flying. There's no navigation out in Antarctica. There's no beacons or landmarks. They probably just ran out of fuel and got stuck.
Well, now you're going into fantasy land.
How so? No, there's no navigation. In fact, by that Antarctica Treaty, you cannot leave navigational stuff. You can't put permanent stuff out there. You can put your base, there's like
They
5
would
bases.
have a gyroscope and they would have a compass.
Right. Do compasses still work that far out? Probably.
Unless it's, I kind of think it's a crystalline egg. Do you want a paper, sweetheart? Here, I'm going to give you a card too, just because you came back that way. There, you can take 2. They're small. You're welcome, honey.
Hey, enjoy. Hey, you hit a cloud. You can't see anything. There's no, flight tower. You're really out there.
Well, it's really going to be interesting to find out what it really is.
For all we know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, when you get there, will you tell me what the other side of the world looks like?
What it looks like Alaska or Antarctica?
No, under the world.
Can't go there.
Like
it's,
hell.
It's
Go to
lava.
hell.
Oh, to hell, right. I mean, I gotta go to
I'm
Antarctica.
joking with you.
No, I know, I hear you.
Hey, look it up. Want to look it up? Give it to her. Here, I'm supposed to give this to you.
Okay.
Share it with them.
I'm nowhere near awake yet. I can't really talk yet. I went on the highway for like 35 minutes.
Hey, you think anybody on the road is seeing this? You know what? We're getting a lot of traffic. Now look at this guy. He's doing good.
Should you get in this?
Do you want to see the sunset? Get your eye level down here. And this is our sun, and this is moisture in the atmosphere. Put your eye level down a little bit lower, down here. Yeah, now watch. Did it disappear?
It did disappear.
Yeah,
What's that?
but this is a flat surface.
Okay.
This is moisture in the atmosphere magnifying it.
Okay. I don't actually understand why this would be a lie. So. No.
You don't understand why? As soon as you realize that it is flat, then you'll start to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah. If they can fool us, they can rule us. See that guy over there with a shovel cleaning the edge? That's awesome. That's what we all need to do. Cleaning the edge of the curb.
Oh yeah, 'cause it looks like
Yeah, it does. Grass growing.
He's gonna fall off the edge.
He's gonna fall off the edge. Adam, you need to be spanked. Oh, yeah, sure.
We're curious.
What restaurant?
Right over here, Molly.
Oh, good job. Oh, wait, here's a website.
My son sometimes says.
Look up the website.
My son sometimes says.
Good job, good job. It's true. Do you have cards to hand out?
I don't.
Here. Oh,
You fell off the edge.
I fell off the stomach. You are unruly.
About what I do now?
Just hand those out.
No. What can I do to improve my social acumen?
Huh? Oh, you want me to tell you a few things to say? You heard me do the speech.
No, but you want to spank me now or something?
Oh. That's a little kinky.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah.
So no, I need some food.
Oh, I went up to Bearable.
Bear Appetit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was good.
Yeah, great town. Like, do the
It's
tour.
very
I can give you the
cute.
tour later.
It's very nice
House
here.
Over here with a little plaque. I know, we'll show you that.
We
If
did
you
it.
want to do the tour, actually, right about. Stand by.
We rent an Airbnb up the street.
Right here. The creek is right here.
The creek? Really? There's a pipe under there?
No, they just built a town over the creek.
Oh my goodness.
You can walk through it straight.
You can walk through the pipe?
No, it's not a pipe. It's like brick. They just built. Started here.
No kidding.
And it just kept building archway. It's all different types of stone and arch and concrete all the way up.
Is there cobwebs in there?
There's all kinds of stuff in there.
Oh
Except
no.
graffiti.
Do they give a tour?
They do not. They don't want you in there.
They could
But
do
there's-
I'm going in there because I know they don't want me in there, so I need to be there.
Oh,
I
David, you're
could
just
show
such a
you
rebel.
three access points. In fact, underneath this intersection is like a cavern, like not even like 10 feet down. It's very thin here, and you see the two manholes.
Do they run pipes and things in there?
There's all kinds of pipes. It's not sewage, it's creek. It's drainage
Yeah,
and creek.
yeah, creeks.
It's Mock Chunk Creek. It's over a mile long underground, under houses, basements, grounds. People
That
have
would
lights.
be awesome.
People have like windows in their basement with a light shining down. You can just pick up fish because like they keep it low flow so it doesn't.
That is awesome.
Mock Chunk Lake is like flood control, so they only keep it like really, really low flow.
Yeah,
Destroy this.
Destroy it.
that's great.
Yeah.
Come see the evidence. It's round like a pizza. It's round this way, yeah. Come over here. Come over here. I'll straighten you out.
Is that right in the river?
Yeah, they called it something like a water tree. It should be like a water tree.
This is so awesome. So, I thought we'd talk about this. I'm going to be jumping onto the campaign. Dell over in Scotland, he did a live, and I have been saying the same thing from the very beginning: follow no man, follow no man. So, I want to make sure that nobody in the Flat Earth community is considering themselves a celebrity of any sort. So, if we are not supporting outreach efforts, then what are we doing? So, we have to post videos of any meetups that people are having, or activities, activist events, and maybe not the very first time, I don't know, but certainly Flat Earth PA is a legitimate group. We are out here doing it. Authentic Intent, he's legitimate. Mac from Canada, he's legitimate. So if there is any hope that the activist is legitimate, then we ought to be supporting and encouraging activism in every way. So that's what I'm going to be doing. If there's a videographer, a video person who is not supporting their activism, then I am going to be giving them less attention. I personally, if they talk about being against activism in any way, then they're going to be off my list. I will unsubscribe. So we've got to get out there. Dave Murphy, what's his name? Allegedly Dave, that's it. He went out to a UK outreach, and I thoroughly respect him for doing that. So I want to see more of the well-known names out to events, and not just a meetup. A meetup is not an outreach. We need to hit the streets. We need to get people aware of what's going on. And you know what? You don't even need a big name in the Flat Earth community to be at an event, because the people on the streets don't even know what the Flat Earth map looks like. They've never heard of it, so they aren't going to know any big names. So it doesn't matter. Just get yourself out there. The banners can all be purchased at flatearth101.com. And we are going to be making up other banners too. So there's going to be no excuse. I did an overpass banner and put it out on the Pennsylvania Turnpike for 1 hour. And it was the highest number of hits on the website ever. So get yourselves out there. Just do something. Hang up that overpass banner for an hour. Stand nearby and just watch it for an hour. Anybody can do that. Even the most shy person can do that. You don't have to talk to anybody. So, okay, now I gotta stop talking to myself here because people are thinking I'm crazy. Hey, research Flat Earth. You gotta look into it. Don't be afraid of the facts. They're lying to us. Well, I can tell you don't know anything about it. Oh, plane to the sky, yeah. I just got flipped the bird. I told her, yeah. You can tell you don't know anything about it, and she flips me the bird. I said, oh, look at the sky, okay.
Well, I don't understand why the hostility.
Yeah, because they're afraid of knowing something new. They
don't want to be challenged. They
don't want to be challenged. They're comfortable.
They could hike the gorge, but they're on the train. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Convenience. I was telling him about the 42 months in the Revelation.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Armageddon already happened, 1918.
That was Armageddon?
Nope, Battle of Megiddo Hill. It's Palestine. So one of the last battles. It's like they had to prolong World War I. It ended right about that time. Battle of Megiddo Hill. British took over that last little stronghold of whatever. And Armageddon is named for Megiddo.
Hi there. Oops. There we go. Can I give you one of these and you can look it up when you want to?
That's excellent.
Information does not hurt you.
That's okay.
I promise.
We use train tracks in our discussion of perspective all the time, so you're in the right craft.
Yeah.
Craft, another nice Freemason word there. When you say craft, people give you a little, okay, it's an interesting word. No, that's their craft.
Oh, you think the train engineers are Freemasons?
Most.
There's a lot more than you think. And
no.
they do it, they get into it because they think they got a business connection.
They do. Cops, a lot of law enforcement, most.
Yeah, but they're all low level. They don't really know what's going on, right?
No.
The Blue Lodges, the first three. levels. It's
Yeah,
rare to meet a
but would
Scottish
they
Mason.
know enough to keep it from us, the flat plain?
They know very little, like you said. You have to go through morals and dogma. Go through that. That tells you like a little glimpse into what.
Well, I wonder why cops are so hostile, just in general.
Because they're pricks.
Well, they started that way. They
Is
were
it-
picked on, and
it's
they need to
because-
return the favor.
Okay, so they've had abuse in their childhood,
Yeah.
and they want to get people back. Like they got effed, so they want to F somebody
you
else.
actually want to raise a family and have a safe environment for their family, but a lot of them are just pricks. Yeah. Just fine.
I always want to say, I haven't done it yet. So, you joined the force to protect people, right? Yeah, yeah. When did you realize you were just a vehicle to collect money at the state?
Then you get punched
They'd be
or
like-
handcuffed.
they'd be like, yeah, I don't know what you can say to that because it's true.
I tell them, hey, if I got a ticket, don't give me any points. Nothing personal between you and me, but yeah, your town needs some money. Just give me a fine or something.
I was gonna have my buddy hook up a switch, knock out a headlight in my car.
Okay. Yeah.
You know why I pulled you over? Yeah, the headlight. I was gonna fix it, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't have the money. Whatever. And they'd go to the front, and then they would forget why they pulled me over and give me a ticket for the headlight. That was my theory.
Well, no, say no. As soon as he pulls you and he walks to the car, flip it on. No, my headlights are good. I just changed them. I just changed
Yeah, like
it,
mess with his
yesterday.
mind.
It can't be out.
Mess with him.
Turn it on.
Yeah, I used to have a night rider light on my Corvette.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
good.
You had a Corvette? Oh.
I had a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, I know that about you. I would imagine that.